Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here to do my rant on Inmate to Roommate, Season 1, Episode. Oh, hold on. 8, Rising Suspicions. I had to remember which one I was on. Y'all, this episode was a hot mess express. And we need to get into it real quick. Let's go.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this channel. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate last night's episode of Inmate to Roommate, Season 1, Episode 8, I would rate the episode AC. Let me know down in the comment section what you will rate this episode. As you all can see, I have a guest who just won't leave my side. And I don't know why or why she breathing all hard or up in my face. But I guess she wants to be a special guest tonight. Right, Maisie? Right. Okay. Well, we're going to let her. Now she's sitting down, so it's like she wants something from me. What is it that you want? Yeah. Yes, pretty girl. Oh, my goodness, my pretty girl. Just 1 second. What is it? Okay, so we're going to see what she does. All right, we got to get this party started. So, y'all, I thought that this episode deserved to see because it was at least progressive. We progressed in this episode, but of course, you all know I am still going to rant about it, honey. Okay. Let me know down in the comment section what you would rate this episode of Inmate to Roommate. So the first person that I want to start off with is Kyle, Sandra, and Nick. This I don't understand after looking at this episode what these people think, right? Because they bring these people into their house. They know that they are felons. They know that they have served time in jail. They get out of jail. And outside of the probation rules and regulations and all that stuff that they have to deal with, they also now have to go into this person's house with all these rules and stuff. And I know that a lot of, just lay across me. And I know that a lot of the rules and regulations that they have for the people, I know that there is an assumption then you need to chill out. What is it that you want? I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to put her out. Sorry about that, everybody. This is live and life happens over here. Okay. And I don't know what she wanted. Like, what do you want, girl? What do you want? I mean, she done got everything. So I'm just like, after I finish this video, I'll go and assess and see what it is that she wants from me. She's been hanging around like all day. Okay, so anyway, let's finish up with this. So, I mean, as I was saying, they bring them into their house with all these rules and regulations and stuff like that. And I really believe that a lot of it makes them extremely resentful about what's happening in the household and all that kind of stuff. And it's almost like rebellion in a way. So Nick, who wants to be able to live his life free, is basically drinking again. And some of the stuff that he is complaining about is petty, but some of the stuff he complaining about is real. And Sandra and Cal, basically are talking about him. He said he would love to know what's going on with the pillow talk and stuff like that as it relates to, this relationship and how they feel about him and all that. Sandra is constantly saying that he is doing drugs. And I'm saying, Sandra, how do you know he's doing drugs? So is Sandra an ex-drug addict? Now, she had mentioned that she had a lot of friends who were drug addicts, but I got a feeling this was her. You know how you say, a friend? I have a feeling that a lot of this is actually her. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about it, because she's all too familiar with signs and symptoms and all that kind of stuff. I think the man really just wants to live. He's young. He's missed out on his life. He do need to get the fuck out. If you feel like you can't abide by the rules or the rules are too much for you, then you need to get your own place. But I think on both parts, they all have this expectation that is absolutely not realistic. And I think they're trying to make something out this story, but I don't know if it's there for me. Y'all let me know, because I just don't know whether or not it's there for me. So the next person that I want to talk about is DQ and Mr. Henry. Now, as we all know, DQ left with Uncle Joe because he felt like Mr. Henry was going to call the police on him because he was hanging with Jamal. Now, the rules of probation for him, or one of the guidelines for probation for him, is that he can't hang around another felon. And we've heard that before on Love After Lockup and other shows that we look at. We know that this is a reality. And so when challenged, Mr. Henry said that he would call the police on DQ and, get his ass locked up. And so, of course, he got mad about that, and he came back with Uncle Joe, and Uncle Joe and DQ decided, okay, it's time for him to change his probation spot, and he's going to come and stay with him. Now, Mr. Henry felt like that Uncle Joe did this because Uncle Joe was jealous of the fact that DQ chose to stay at his house as opposed to staying there. So now we see DQ, he's gotten his hair and everything done, and he's looking a little better. And he is now indicating that staying at Uncle Joe's house was too much for him. But for me, everything that everything that someone wants him to do is too much for him. He can't follow the rules at Mr. Henry's house. He couldn't follow the rules at jail. He can't follow the rules of probation. He can't follow the rules at Uncle Joe's house. He just can be on his own. But he doesn't have the wherewithal to do it. He's not really even working or doing anything like that, right? So now we find out that he's been couch surfing because he left Uncle Joe's house. And Uncle Joe seems like he, was real lenient and, the black pride and Ngawa black power, that type of thing, until he got DQ over there at his house and he had his own damn set of rules. And I bet you dime to a donut that he told DQ to get the fuck about his house. When that mofo wasn't following his rules, damn well he told him to get about, damn well he told him to get up out of his house. So DQ is sofa surfing, and now he wants to go back to Mr. Henry. He wants to ask Mr. Henry if he can come back and live with him, but he said he got pride. Bitch, when you begging and you homeless and you living from sofa to sofa, bitch, where do you talk about pride? But see, Mr. Henry don't understand the game. And then he missed DQ because he really wanted him to stay at the house with him. So they have a conversation. They meet up with each other and they have a conversation. And DQ, brings up, the fact that, of course, you're the white man, I'm the black man, so you don't understand type of thing. And he says that, you lost my trust. And so Mr. Henry said, I basically was playing. It was all a joke. The fuck what? So he said he never was going to call the police on DQ, but he was just doing it because he wanted to teach him a lesson and he wanted to help him, but this wasn't the kind of way to help the dude, right? At least not, according to street protocols. When it come down to the street, bitch, you don't call a popo about anything. But at the same time, it did, make some things shake and bake, though. Daquan, found out that he wasn't going to be able to do that bull up in Mr. Henry's house. And so, of course, the two of them now are talking about the situation. Hold on a second, y'all. The two of them are now talking about the situation, and now, hold on, y'all. And now he wants to come back and live in Mr. Henry's house, but he doesn't want to ask. And so Mr. Henry was like, I noticed you not eating, because they was at a cafe. And he was like, yeah, because, I'm stressed out. I got a lot on my mind and all of that. He was indicating that he was working and, trying to get his hustle on. He also indicated that he wants to work with kids. And I'm saying, bitch, you don't even know what direction you want to be in. How the fuck you going to work and inspire kids? Inspire the kids to do what? Exactly. I mean, maybe it's fucking me, but I'm just like, he couldn't inspire me to do it. Bitch, he couldn't even inspire me to take out the trash. So Mr. Henry said, you know what? Come on, you can go, you can stay with me. And so he got what he wanted. When he went back to the house, they showed Mr. Henry outside in the front yard, and he was cleaning up the front yard and everything. And so when DQ went in there, bitch, Mr. Henry must have did an episode of Hoarders. Because when I tell y'all his house was unmotherfucking recognizable. Somebody came in there and swept that, wiped it down, scrubbed it, through all of that. DQ was shocked. The house looked like a whole different home. I don't know if he got embarrassed AF. I don't know what happened, but bitch, it looked like you could eat off Mr. Henry's floors. So, of course, DQ was shocked and everything. And I just was like, oh my God. They sat down and Mr. Henry start playing his little guitar, and it was just, it was what it was. So now he back with him. I was like, bitch, I ain't gonna be able to do this. The next couple that I want to talk about is Tiffany and Ariel. Now, as you all know, last week they was at the club and her and Quinn got into it outside. And Tiffany, instead of jumping up in Ariel's face, bitch, was up in Quinn's. This bitch saying she don't have no money. She not helping with the bill. She not helping with anything. But she popping $350 bottles at the club. Now she's going to go and get her nose pierced. And I'm going to tell you what the funny thing was about this girl who Ariel. Now, when they went to go and get the nose pierced, Tiffany was saying that she think that Ariel is trying to butter her up and kiss her ass. But I ain't see her get nothing. So what Ariel was getting was something for her goddamn self. I mean, if I missed it, help me out. But when she went up in that camp, she was getting something for herself. She wasn't getting nothing for Tiffany. I didn't see Tiffany get a tattoo. I didn't see her get a pocketbook. I didn't see her get no new shoes. Bitch, I didn't see none of this. Now, maybe they cut that out. But one of the things that Ari said when the man asked her, you know, how many times has she had her nose pierced? She said 10 different times. And she said the reason why she had it done 10 different times because every time she went to jail or when she went to jail, they would make her pull it out. So this bitch been in jail 10 times? And that they just skipped over that. This girl is spending money, ain't helping paying the bills or nothing. She could have moved them in with her mom and them or her aunt and them since they care so much about her ass. Why did she decide to come to Tiffany's house? Now, at first I thought that, you know, there was a little relationship going on. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought it was a little relationship going on between the two of them. But after this episode, I realized, bitch, there's no relationship going on between them. This is something that Tiffany honestly thought that she was going to do. And I really believe that Tiffany did this because she wanted people to look her up and try to buy from her store. That's just my opinion about it. And I can be wrong. But bitch, Ariel ain't thinking about nobody but herself. And Tiffany's so bamboozled, hoodwinked, blind about it that she think this girl is benefiting her. They riding in the car and she was like, yeah, you popping bottles and all of that for a $35 bottle of Patron and $350 bottle of Patron and you could have very well brought 10 of them bottles. She was like, I'm not that club girl for you. So next thing you know, we find out that Ariel don't even stay at the house. Tiffany was laying in the bed trying to sleep, having to go to work. And Ariel got company in there and they talk about ain't no damn food in the Frigidaire. Bitch, I'm telling you right now, there's no way in the world I would ever sign up for some bull like this. So damn it. So she is living in this girl's house rent-free and in her head rent-free. She got her friend in there. Look, like what, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that, 4 o'clock or something like that in the morning. This bitch is in the refrigerator and coming home. She comes home when she want to. She leave when she want to. So Tiffany was yelling from the bed and was like, Young, shut the fuck up. I got to get up and go to work in the morning. Now, she says that they had a conversation about this when they went to go and get the nose done. But evidently the bitch ain't listening. So Next thing you know, she gets up in the morning and she tell Ariel, you gotta leave. Bitch, this not working out between the two of us. It's not working out. So now Ariel sits there and says, well, I don't want to be a burden on you. I seem like I'm a burden on everybody. I just don't know, what I gotta do, or I don't know really what I want to do, but my parents have let me know that this time is the last time. I said, this bitch been in jail a lot of times. We thinking that it's one and done. But no, this bitch evidently probably was doing like little petty crimes or whatever. I haven't looked her up or researched it or anything like that. But evidently, because she said that she had her nose pierced 10 different times. Batch! So now she's going to move back with her parents, which is where the fuck she should have been. She thought that she was going to come to Tiffany's house to have a permanent little girlfriend, a little hangout buddy. But Tiffany was like, oh, hell no. But Tiffany shouldn't have did it. And I wonder whether or not Tiffany is going to ask Quinn to move back up in there. And then last but not least, Bill, Mark, and Sharna. Bill is fucking harassing and playing games. Bill is messing with this woman, Mary. He flew out to California and he just knew they was going to film that. They ain't even show him really having a good time. They ain't show nothing but a picture of her ass. Like whatever they thought that they was going to get out of A&E, bitch, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. And I'm happy they didn't get it. He's supposed to be staying out there 15 days and getting married. Bitch, the wedding never got filmed. Did they get married or no? All woohoo, boohoo to Bill. So he has been texting Sharna and Mark, talking all kinds of bullshit. If you happy with Mary and you wanted to be with a woman named Mary and you wanted to have, just blissful interaction and intimacy with her, why the fuck are you texting somebody else? If you so happy about everything that Mary got going on, why the fuck are you thinking about Mark and Sharna while you with her? Why is Sharna even coming up? Last week, Bill sat his ass in that room. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I went back because Bill said something that struck me odd. And I know that ain't the way he's supposed to say it, but it struck me oddly. Bill was in the room with Sharna. She was at the door. They was having a conversation. He said, well, I can't be with you because you married. In my opinion, when I watched his face, his mouth and facial expressions, he the one got to think for Sharna. Everything that this month, in my opinion, is accusing them of is what he wants from her. He wants her to tiptoe her ass down there in lingerie. Unfortunately, she don't have nothing for her husband, so she damn sure ain't got nothing for him. He is the one, in my opinion, that wanted the relationship with her based on how he said what he said and what he said. Because if he wasn't interested in her, you were saying that, Bonnie? I was saying the same, Auntie. It's him. You know how you break up with a boyfriend or someone just, you decide that, I don't want to be with this and I got to break his heart and I got to tell him. He's scorned. He seems like he's a scorned lover. And that's why he's doing that he is doing to Sharna. I'm so convinced of it. Now, it may not be true. But no, bitch, don't lie. I watched a half of an interview with him. Because y'all know he been on the interview trail. And the way that he's tearing her down, he scorned, in my opinion. He didn't get what he wanted from her. He only met Mary a couple of months before he got out. He was into Sharna. He thought he was going to come home, in my opinion, and fuck up somebody's home. And when he saw that she was as straight-laced as she said she was, he couldn't take that shit. He could not take it. And that's why he repeatedly attacks her. Because why isn't he sending them text messages to Mark? Do the man thing. Send it to Mark. Send it to him. Why be a coward and a weasel and a low-life mother and attack a woman constantly? Send nasty text messages to Sharna. Now, at first, did I think that the rules was a little bit too much? Hell yeah. Yes, I did notice it. I also noticed that he was at a flea-bitten hotel trying to catch an Uber. Did y'all see that rank-ass hotel he was standing in? He said that he had just landed, is what he told production. But this bitch was taking an Uber from a hotel. And when I looked the hotel up, it ain't near the airport. What the kind of game is he running? Allegedly. He is doing all of this because he, in my opinion, is a scorned lover. He did not get what he wanted out of Sharna. You mother. Can't get it. God, these things is getting on my nerve. I came in here yesterday and sprayed. These bitches got to be coming through a leak, a hole in the window, bitch. I don't know where these things is coming from. I hate these things. It's every fall. So Mark and Sharna, based on all of the text messages that they've been getting, they decide we changing the locks on his ass. We're changing the locks. The mother can't come in here like that. And I don't blame him. I would have not only changed the locks, but I would have put his ass out. And when you see this ungrateful man, like you talk about ungrateful, Mark said he's not a violent criminal, but he a criminal nonetheless. This bitch spent 18 years. You don't know what he will do or what he's capable of. Put that mother out. Sharna said every time she turned around, she looking out the window. Because at this point, they don't know what he would do because he's already told this lie, according to Sharna, that she want him. What else would he do? That's one thing about somebody that has not been reformed in their mind and has a sense of entitlement. The motherfuckers will make stuff up on you. Allegedly. And in my opinion. Let me tell you something. I see a comment in my comment section that says 18 years for no violence. Crime is violent, period, because somebody lost and somebody won. So what you may feel or you may see is nonviolence. When my house got burglarized, I wasn't home. Because we're going to put this shit to rest. When my house got burglarized, there was a crime committed against me. Mentally, physically and emotionally. I felt like I had been stripped and RA'd in my own house. I couldn't sleep in that month, and neither could my daughter. I felt as if the person had did it while I was home. So this non-violence bullshit, when you create a crime and you steal from them, that's violence. Because your body, your mind, your emotion treats it just like that. When you waking up and you don't know whether or not you're going to have to use the bitch. It is an act, in my opinion. It may not have been physical, but bitch is violent nevertheless to me. And until you have experienced that, you ain't got to put your hand on me to commit a violent crime against me. Ask my daughter. You feel very violated. And you are. This month was out there, according to him, evading the police, high-speed chases, all kinds of. So where's the non? You listen to a criminal long enough, you'll believe what they saying. You'll believe that, because he said non-violent crime. Bitch, you breaking my house. That's violence against me. Absolutely. But see, that's listening to him. And since when do criminals get credibility? He don't have no fucking credibility. And you know what? Let me get off of this. Anyway, he's going to come home and find out that the locks have changed next week. And bitch, I can't wait for him to find out that the locks been changed. I think I got all the couples, y'all, didn't I? I think I did. D. Cal. Yeah, because Miss Artie wasn't on there this week. I think I got everybody. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of my rant. It wasn't a hard rant, but... Oh, what you say? Hey, Amber. Absolutely, Amber. Congratulations on your new baby. I love you too, boo. I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'll be back soon to do Married at First Sight. Love y'all. Bye.